and welcome back to the channel. I'm Kelsey. I'm the Human Design Astrologer on a mission to help you understand your human design and astrology so that you can align with your life purpose and your highest potential. I also love to use tarot, so that's what this video will be today, is a tarot reading for all of you human design reflectors out there for the month of April. What April has in store for you, what you have to look forward to, challenges you'll be overcoming, lessons you'll be learning, and what the resolution of the month will bring you. So let's get into it. I'm going to be pulling from my psychedelic space tarot to begin your reading and get the main messages from, and then I will be pulling a clarifier card at the end from my Moonology manifestation deck. So that's what you can look forward to in today's reading. And let's get into it. What do we have for April for reflectors? Ooh, okay. Wow, it feels like there's something that is falling apart for you guys, or has been falling apart, or maybe already did. I mean, we're halfway through April now, so you guys, you'll have to let me know what this is in the comments. Let's see, what else do we have for reflectors for the month of April? You guys are really sensitive. You and projectors are the two most sensitive types in human design to energy. And so it's really important for you all to protect your energy and to really take a lot of alone time and nature time in order to really clear out how open you are. What else do we have for reflectors for the month of April? Because that truly is a gift. Once you learn how to use it, you all hold so much wisdom when you can learn to observe the energy that you take on from others in your environment, as opposed to identifying with it and becoming it, which can lead to illness, injury, etc. Just being burnt out and super drained for long periods of time, needing to recover, feeling like health issues in your body, specifically like physical symptoms or ailments, depending on what gates you have in your chart. Okay. Ooh, the star on the bottom. So I feel like for you reflectors, there's been a really huge shift this month in April. And like I said, where you're at in your journey and how the current transits are affecting you are going to depend on your unique chart. So let me know in the comments, like, if this has already happened or if you feel this energy coming, because you guys are also really intuitive and really psychic. And you really know, I want you guys to be able to see all this. You can really just feel things before they're here, right? And that's a really big part of your design too. And what I'm going to put this over here so you guys can see the star card, because it is beautiful. And I feel like the message with this card is really just saying, I'm getting off on a lot of tangents already, but that's kind of how your energy feels, reflector. It's like there's been all of these like things that maybe you feel like really scattered right now. You feel really frantic. You feel just like there's a lot going on. There's a lot shifting. There's a lot of changes happening. There's a lot kind of in your life too that's kind of falling apart and has been falling apart and is like crumbling. I mean, the Tower card came out, which I don't necessarily always see as a bad thing. Yes, it can be really jarring at the time, really unsettling. But like this card indicates, and it's funny that I chose the space tarot because they're literally in space. Like, it looks like they're falling and everything's like coming apart, but they're in space. So they're not going to go anywhere. They're not really going to have a hard fall. They're just kind of going to be floating around until they find the next thing, right? And that's kind of your energy right now, reflectors. And there's something you guys have been maybe hiding from yourself, or like not wanting to face up to, own up to, realize, confront. Something about your belief system, something about like you having to feel like you need to work really hard, but that's really not what you're here to do, reflectors. Like, you are really here to live your life in complete flow and really not force yourself to do anything one certain way because that's what others have told you. And I feel like you're really removing that blindfold, and it's kind of like crumbling your reality right now with these two cards coming out first. It's like, oh, I don't have to live this way. I don't have to run my business this way if you're an entrepreneur. Oh, I don't have to... Well, the lighting just drastically changed because the sun went behind the clouds. I don't have to live my life like everyone else. Like, I'm literally, you are the most unique design and human design energy type. And it's so important for you all to embrace that and to embody that and to like really follow your authority, which is lunar, right? Going off the cycles of the moon and waiting 28 days, a full moon cycle, before you're really clear on a decision, because you really change like the tides. Like, you're constantly, affected by the changing energy of the moon and like literally like the ocean. And so it's really important for you to wait for this consistency of clarity around a decision you want to like take action on before you know that it's correct for you. Otherwise, it's really going to drain you. It's really going to lead to like tower moments of disappointment, of anger, frustration. You know, maybe if you have generators or manifesting generators on, you might be taking on their frustration and anger, because you both aren't kind of like living in alignment with each other's authorities. And so it's so important you guys really set the tone for the rest of the world, and you really can mirror back to us like what needs to change, and that really starts with you. And it's all about learning how your unique energy operates and how you can really use that to be such a gift and a healer to this world. That is so important and crucial, and stems with the foundation of following your lunar authority. And I know it's not normal. It's not really accepted even in our society. It's not easy to do in our society. And I really feel like reflectors and projectors have it the hardest right now because of our conditioning, because of how our society is not set up to help you guys operate within your design. But it's so important, despite all of that, to do what you can and to do as much as you can when you can. To really be honoring your true self, right? That's what human design is all about, is honoring your true self. And you're really learning how to balance that this month in April. And you're really learning like what it looks like to, when you don't follow that, when you give more weight to those old beliefs, those conditionings, the energy you're taking on from other people, like how it really kind of all comes crashing down, and you feel burnt out, you feel exhausted, you feel like you have to take really long breaks from the thing that you want to do. And like, it's really, when you start operating in alignment with your authority, like that won't be needed, because you'll really be operating in a complete and total utilization of your energy in harmony and in flow, right? Two of Pentacles. And there's a lot of Pentacles in this reading for you, reflector. So I feel like too, an important message is like to be spending as much time in nature as you possibly can, going for walks, like going for hikes, whatever this kind of looks like wherever you are in the world. But really just, maybe gardening, like really just connecting with nature in a lot of ways, because there's a lot of lessons to be learned, and a lot of clearing for you too happens when you connect with the earth, connect with the land. And I feel like too, because of that, or just because of all these other changes that you're making, reflector, there's going to be a lot of material changes, like material wealth, material possessions, changes in your life. With this Ace of Pentacles, it's like there's a new beginning here with the way you've been relating to the physical world and the physical realm, and really bringing in this new and unique perspective. That's really also, the Ace of Wands came out for you. That's really rooted and grounded in like following your passions, following your interests, with this kind of reinvigorated sense of bravery, of courage, of, maybe after the Aries new moon, you really felt this. And when we have when the moon goes back into Aries at the end of the month, you'll probably feel a lot more clear around that, right? Waiting that 28-day cycle, you'll feel more clear around what this is and how you can really take action towards whatever this goal is, whatever this vision is, whatever you're like really like dreaming of and hoping for, right? The Star card was like the subconscious message for you guys. You're gonna reach a lot more clarity around the end of the month as to how you can take action towards that, and really in a like more balanced way, right? In a way that's really in alignment with the utilization of your energy to its highest potential. And so where you really start to align with those self and signature feelings of surprise, right? Where you really allow yourself to just be in flow and let life to surprise you. That's really what you all are here as a reflector. That's what you're here to align with, the feeling of is surprise, versus when you're not, you feel disappointed more often than surprised. And the last card here that came out is the Knight of Pentacles. So it might feel like things are moving really slowly. especially for you reflectors, I mean, things just move slowly for you guys more so in general because of having to wait a whole lunar cycle right before you are clear about your decisions. But it's really how you operate, and it's how you operate in the best alignment for yourself. And so it might feel like things are moving really slowly, but there's got to be this balance here, right? There's got to be this balance of divine timing and doing things in alignment with divine timing and not trying to rush that. Okay, let's get some. Wheel of Fortune card just came out on top of this Two of Pentacles. So it does feel like once you really start to master this feeling of balance, maybe even the 16th with around the full moon in Libra, you might be feeling like there's more harmony, or there's an opportunity to cultivate more harmony, and like really seeing where you need to rest more. Okay, that's what I wanted. It was a clarifier for this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like really just let go. Let go of the shoulds, let go of the conditioning that's telling you, well, I have to like work this much, or I have to do this much, or it's not going to work. And that's just not true for you guys. Like, it's really important for you guys to like flow with life and let the universe show you what can come in for you when you are aligned with that flow, right? That you guys are really here to be in and really show to the world as well. Okay, Temperance and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you guys really need to stay firm in your ability to just cultivate a sense of balance and cultivate a sense of harmony with the way that you're showing up and taking action in your life. You might have Sagittarius in your chart. You might have, what else do we have here? Pluto, I think. Maybe you have Pluto and Sag. You might also have a lot of Earth in your chart. Earth and fire, I feel like, is probably what a lot of you guys have in your astrology, is a lot of Earth and fire. And so those can be a little bit conflicting, right? And that's also a lot of what we have in the sky right now is Earth and fire. And so as much as we need to have that passion and that like standing firm, right, in what we believe in and what we want to do, we also need to have the balance of being grounded, of being a little bit practical and efficient with the way that we use our energy, and not just like burning it all, right? It's kind of like when you're at a stoplight and that car, there's always that one car that's like trying to like go so fast after it turns green. And you're like, did you just realize you burned like a whole tank of gas by just like trying to get like 30 seconds ahead of the person next to you? Like, what is that even about? And then you reach the same destination at the same time. Like, it's like, what was that really about? You just like you taxed the energy of your car and you just wasted more gas than like someone that had just like driven reasonably, right? So that's kind of like the energy of April for you guys, is like, don't burn out, don't go too fast too quickly, that it will start to like burn you out. Because the energy right now is really activating, it's really clearing, it's really activating, it's really prompting for a lot of us to take action, right? This like Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles energy, like really get serious about the things we're bringing to the material world, the things that we're passionate about. But it's like, don't go too fast too quickly. Like, really have this sense of like balance and rein in you know, that tendency to want to like, that kind of impatient, angsty tendency of like wanting to like do everything right now and create it all right now, put it all out there right now. It's like, no, trust in divine timing, surrender to divine timing, trust your authority, because that is literally your compass. It is your inner guidance system. That is how you're going to align with the correct opportunities for you, and really also like cultivate this sense of balance and harmony in your life, and really use your energy in the way that it's meant to be, so that you don't keep feeling burnt out and like you need like a 3-week rest or vacation because you went too hard for too long. So that's the energy of April for you, reflector, as a reflector in human design. Let me know how this resonated with you. I love to hear from you guys. Oh, and I didn't even pull an oracle card. Let's do that real quick and see what final messages we have for reflectors. Oh, that's a lot of cards. And human design. Yeah, I feel like you guys are really taking on too much energy from people around you or your environment or both. So it's really important, like I said, to get into nature and clear out, spend time alone and clear out as much as you possibly can. Last quarter moon in Libra, make time for self-love. Yeah, what did I just say? Really prioritize self-care this month. And that's also what this full moon is going to be prompting in us, this full moon in Libra. And at the end of the month with the new moon in Taurus, will be, okay, what intentions do I need to set around self-care and like caring for myself? Because this month really showed me where I haven't prioritized that enough in my life. And this is the chance and opportunity to really do that. So yeah, make time for you, reflectors. You're your best resource. You are all you got. And when you really, I feel you're really going to, when you put these practices into place for yourself, you're really going to start to align with this energy and also just life and opportunities that you didn't even know were possible for you. So I'm really excited to see how this month goes for you, reflector. Let me know in the comments, and I'm sending you all so much love on your journey as always.